I tested the SG8P Plasma Punisher, so you don't have to. In today's video, we're going to be going over the new Plasma Punisher shotgun variant from the new cutting edge premium pass. We'll be going over the weapon strengths and weaknesses, as well as useful info to keep in mind on your next Helldive. If you haven't already, I made a video covering the new LAS16 sickle, which I'll link in the card up above and in the description below. As always, if you want to catch me live and join me on my next Helldive or in another game, make sure to join me at twitch.tv/ChromatixTV live at around 2 PM CET almost every single day. So starting off, what is the SG8P Plasma Punisher? Well, the Plasma Punisher is a special weapon type of a shotgun that shoots explosive plasma blobs, which hits in a small area, similarly to a grenade launcher. Statistically, the gun looks kind of underwhelming. Boasts a massive 100 damage, similarly to the Diligence, a magazine capacity of 8, recoil of 110, and a fire rate of 80, making it the second slowest firing weapon aside from the Arc Blitzer, which we will be covering at a later date. Moving on to the attachment. Oh wow, there isn't any. The weapon shoots in an arc, meaning that you will need to aim your trajectory in order to properly hit the targets. Speaking of grenade launchers, the Plasma Punisher has splash damage, which can also kill you. Looking at this weapon exclusively from a stats view, the weapon looks incredibly bad, but it is actually pretty decent. General gameplay wise, the weapon is pretty alright. It's okay at clearing and dealing with small hordes, but heavily falls off against anything bigger than a hive guard. The only exception to this rule is chargers, which can semi-easily be disposed of by shooting underneath their stomachs around their hind legs. This will generally kill them in about 8 to 12 shots and make them start to bleed out at around 6 to 10 shots. Its main coming is the fact that it lacks concentrated damage and ammo capacity with how slow it fires. This inherently makes it struggle against big hordes of bugs, so I'd highly suggest bringing a solid sidearm or support weapon to deal with bigger hordes of enemies. Now surely the devs added some kind of utility, like being able to blow up a
Know your place, trash.
Jokes aside, this weapon can destroy fabs, but only if you shoot into the open doors. You will need to aim deep into the fabricator, or else you'll get the ricochet symbol and you won't blow up the fab. This does make the weapon a bit more useful utility-wise, especially if you need an alternative to blowing up nests and fabs when using a non-lethal grenade and weapon that cannot destroy them. And before you ask, the weapon can't destroy container doors. Trash. The biggest problem I think the weapon has is the fact that it does not possess any sort of armor pen at all, which will make the weapon struggle if you cannot splash the enemies well enough. In conclusion, this weapon is very mediocre if you want to use it as a main gun, but pretty decent as a side weapon to deal with chargers, fabs, or bile spewers. But would I recommend this weapon? Kinda, not really. It's completely up to you, to be honest, whether you want this gun or not, and I will not force you to not get the weapon or to get it. It is completely up to you if you want to get the weapon. But now we've reached the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps us with reaching the next goal of 500 subscribers. Hope this video was useful in any way, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.